He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hari's name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Good morning, Grand Rising. No more morning around here, huh? Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus, Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Advaita Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga, 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 Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Advaita
Advaita Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Advaita Nityananda Gauranga. Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Nityananda Gauranga, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Beats by
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Purchase your tracks today.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Purchase your
Krishna
tracks
Krishna,
today.
Hare Hare, Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. All right, let's chant a little japa here. Hey, Krishna, turn on your mics and let's do it. Oh,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama
can you imagine a path of joy? What a great path, man. I like that path, man. Everybody should follow this path. Path of joy, man.
Path of revelation. Path of revelation.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama Rama
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Ram,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Rama Rama
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Nityananda,
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Hare 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 Rama,
Nityananda,
Hare Rama
Nityananda,
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Nityananda,
Hare 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 Rama,
Nityananda,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna
Nityananda,
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama,
Nityananda,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna
Nityananda,
Hare Hare Rama, Rama
Nityananda.
Rama, Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Nityananda,
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Nityananda,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Nityananda,
Nityananda
Nityananda,
Nityananda
Nityananda,
Nityananda
Nityananda,
Nityananda
Hare Krishna,
Nityananda,
Nityananda
Nityananda, Sri
Nityananda
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Nityananda
Krishna,
Sri
Krishna,
Krishna
Nityananda
Chaitanya, Sri
Hare
Nityananda
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama
Sri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Nityananda
Sri
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Nityananda
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Nityananda
Shri
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya
Shri Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya,
Nityananda
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya
Krishna
Nityananda
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Krishna
Shri
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Shri
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Gora Hare
Chaitanya,
Gora
Hare
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Gora
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Gora
Krishna,
Hare Jai Gora
Hare
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Gora Hare
Krishna
Gora
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Hare
Shri
Gora
Hare
Sundara
Krishna
Krishna,
Gora
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Gora
Krishna,
Hare Gora Chandra Gora Sundara Gora
Shri Krishna
Gora Hare Gora
Chaitanya,
Gora
Shri
Chandra
Krishna
Gora Gora
Chaitanya,
Gora Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Gora Hare
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Krishna,
Shri
Gora
Krishna
Hare Prabhupada
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri
Hare Hare
Gora
Krishna
Hare Prabhupada
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare
Gora Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Gora
Chaitanya,
Hare Prabhupada
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama Hare Rama
Shri
Rama
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna.
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama Rama Rama
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, 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 Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Shri
Hare Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama
Shri
Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Jai
Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Chaitanya, Jai
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hari,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hari Hari,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama Rama
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama
Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Jai Shri
Jaya
Chaitanya,
Sri Chaitanya Jaya
Jai
Nityananda
Shri
Jaya Sri
Advaita,
Advaita
Jai Gaura Bhakti,
Jaya Gaura Bhakta
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Jai
Jaya
Jai
Jaya
Jaya
Jaya Sri Chaitanya,
Jaya
Jaya
Nityananda
Nityananda,
Jai Shri
Jaya
Jaya
Sri
Sri
Advaita,
Advaita
Advaita
Chandra
Chandra,
Jaya
Jaya
Gaura Bhakta
Gaura Bhakta
Shri Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Wow, let's read from Srimad Bhagavatam here. Canto 1. Text 1. O my Lord, O Son of Vasudeva. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for translating and purporting on this book. O my Lord, O Sri Krishna, O Vasudeva. O all-pervading personality of Godhead. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth.
Maharaj, are you reading from chapter 1?
Yeah, first verse. There we go. Yes. I meditate upon Lord Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth. The absolute truth. That's a beautiful word. It's a perfect word. Absolute truth. In this world, what do we have? We have things that cause us doubt. You're not sure if it's the truth or not, especially now. That's one good thing about the last few years is you can't be absolutely true about anything. You can't be absolutely sure or certain about anything, can you? This causes doubt in the mind. This causes weakness. Oh, backstage. Oh, Johan, great. Yeah. Hey, Johan, guest star. All right. Yeah, this causes doubt. This causes weakness. See, and so Srimad Bhagavatam and the Lord's incarnations are here to give us some absolute certainty. You know, this is one of the needs of man is to be certain, but because we're living in a world that's always uncertain, but they try to pretend that this is really certain. It's going to be true. You ever see these people? They sound like really certain about whatever they believe in, but you can't be certain about anything unless it's the absolute truth. And this is what mankind is looking. You know why? Because inside, our soul is looking to hook up with what is absolutely true. It is our nature to be with the truth. This people don't know. They don't know. So they spend their lives in this Mahamaya. See, this is one thing you learn from the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat, churning the book Bhagavat, is where true certainty is. Can you imagine? This is the perfection of certainty. Everything else that's not absolute to do with the absolute truth is uncertain, unsure, is automatically causes double-mindedness, doubtfulness. We're at 2 already. See, the whole thing is to be around enlightened persons that are connected with the absolute truth. That's where real certainty is. That's where real happiness is. That's where real joy is. Haven't you seen? This is where the joy is. What do you think Christians tried to go hint, hint, hint? Hey, you stay with me, man. Stay with me, and you'll find out what real joy is, what real knowledge is, what real happiness is. Oh, what's really certain? You can be certain I'm going to come back every day. Are you pretty certain about that, Lalita? How about you, Johan? Are you pretty certain the Lord's going to come back every day? Yeah. How about your wives or husbands? You know, their heart can stop. Boom, they're gone. You know, the rules can change, right? You're certain. Oh, yeah, we want to give you certainty. And so the government gives you a rule, and then they change it next week or next year. And then another change, and then another change, especially when they're getting into the real control thing, you know. They move up closer. We changed the rule here. Oh, and this is going to give you glorious limitations. Oh, 15-minute cities. And then after that, oh, you think they're going to stop there? Let's make it 10-minute cities. Well, I think that's too much. 5-minute. radius that's just good enough. And then after a while, you just stay in your house, man. The whole point of Maya is to put you in jail, and she wants to show you, hey man, you believe in me, you follow me, you don't trust the real spiritual masters in this world who have the absolute truth, and they're absolutely certain and joyful because they got it, man. They found the jewel, the pearl of great price. What you get here is the pearl of great price explained. There's Christians who are still into the parables. They don't know clearly well, some may, but not as clear as this. This is for the real hungry people. You really hungry after absolute certain truth? Man, it's great, man. Man, can you count on that? What do you think Jesus will talk about when a person builds their house on a foundation, solid foundation, it won't fall. That's why the Vaidhi Bhaktas will fall. That's why Krishna came from Vrindavan to Mathura, because they were oppressed by the Vaidhi path. You know what that is? Because the leaders usually, most of them, practically all of them, 99.9% of them are not enlightened. They're not certain. They're not certain of the absolute truth. Not by experience. Not only by prema can you be absolutely certain about Krishna. Can you be an experienced devotee? Yeah, man, I'm certain it is Krishna. He's full of joy. That's why I'm full of joy, because that's called surrender, man. Surrender. Hey, man. I'm with that Lord, that joyful Lord, and the only way to be with him is those who surrender to him. What do you think? What do you think Lord Caitanya said to the brahmachari? Get that brahmachari out of here. He can't get to me by his austerities, by his works, by him storming into the kingdom of God that way. No, I go for those who surrender to me. And then I make them prove it, not no hypocritical surrender. I send my devotee. I send myself. I come as my guru, as the guru, the spiritual master. And I want to see who's really interested in surrendering. Okay? Surrender to the body? No, surrender to the spiritual body. When you hear a real guru preach, you're getting spiritual body of God, man. When you see there from them ecstatic prema emanates, you're getting real energy, man, real life, man. The life of God, that's called surrender. You don't get a guru like that, or you don't surrender. I don't care how many followers you got there, you ISKCON guys out there and gurus. You need a real guru who teaches you the real confidential truth. It's not quite it. Prabhupada comes and Bhaktisiddhanta comes, Bhaktivinoda comes, and they hide the ecstatic prema emanating. And they hide these confidential truths. Yeah, well, now it's time to expose everything. This is the apocalypse. See? Isn't it funny? Apocalypse. The apocalypse is about the lips of real devotees speaking the absolute truth. That causes the apocalypse. Your whole life will change, man. Otherwise, you're going to hear the lips of Maya, man, and destruction, right? Take you right down. Take you an illusion. Destroy your bodies. They want to destroy people's bodies and material minds. See, but it's material, man. You got to listen to, you got to be in the apocalypse of the real devotees in their worlds and listen to what comes from their lips and their mouth, man. What do you think it is? You get another chance to look in Krishna's mouth when a real devotee is here. Because what's in mouth? Everything, right? Everything. The conception, the proper conception, the absolute conception of everything. Maya Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Rasa Tattva, and especially Guru Tattva, which people need. That's the door to this kingdom. You don't go through the door, you don't get in. Yeah, Gaur, you're just so certain about it. I certainly am, and I can back it up too. We have so many confirmations, just like in Bitcoin, man. The transaction is not complete unless there's many confirmations. Yeah, we have 3 Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. We have real sadhus here, which I couldn't find out there. Have real love of God. We had to make them, generate them. See, when you're in the, see, you guys are in the apocalypse. Therefore, you got the result of being in the apocalypse. See? Hearing from devotees, you get the result of ecstatic devotion, right? And then you become witnesses for the truth. You went in the door, you become the shepherd of the sheep. You notice you have to become the verses. If you're not the verse, what is this baloney, man? They go and they say they're gurus. They don't go in the door. You know, the door is to see a devotee in full bloom, man. The fructification of love of Krishna. See it and like it and want it and desire it. No, look at us. We're representing the Hare Krishna movement without the Hare Krishna, without the ecstatic love, without the conclusive truth. They're afraid to look into the mouth of a devotee and see everything as it is. Where have you heard such? I've never heard such preaching. That's amazing stuff, huh? That's why I come here, man. Every day I want the surprise. Isn't it nice to get these surprises, huh? And surprise, you know, the Lord's surprise. Live for surprise, man. See, and everybody becomes like this. You think it's just, oh, you guys, go Haridas. He's the guru, and you guys are gonna be. I'm gonna just pee on you all day, and then you're gonna be, you got no power. You know, that's what they make. They make in politics, man. And political religion too. That's why Krishna says, abandon all varieties. Just surrender to me. You know, I'll send my devotee who'll speak to you like I spoke to Arjuna, and you will know. And when you read Bhagavad Gita, you'll understand Bhagavad Gita like Arjuna did. Okay? You got to be the book, man. You got to be a real disciple before you can be a real guru. You were making gurus here. Even Johann had a dream of becoming a guru, right? Probably, was it somebody came in his dream and showed him that he's going to be doing stuff? Of course, he's following the real path. Everybody following the real path. The Lord is neat. What did Jesus say? The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Well, those few are right here in this Sangha. They're dedicating their lives truly to this. And you can see, because the fructification of their labors of going through the purification, being here in Sadhu Sangha, and the fructification of that is what? Ecstatic devotion, dedication, revelation, realization. You become like your guru. That's the way it's supposed to be. Become good as guru in the right way, not jumping over like a kangaroo, like they've done with Bhaktisiddhanta, like they've done with Prabhupada. I didn't ask to be guru. I didn't even think, it wasn't even in my mind. Spontaneously, it started to happen. That's the way it happens here. And Prabhupada said the truth. He says, the Acharya, the real spiritual master, will arise by the will of Krishna. And you will know if you're really not blinded by name and fame and desire for disciples, or desire to be recognized, desire to be loved, and all these baby things. If you desire to love God, because that's where the happiness is, that's where the juice is, man. You desire to know the truth, because that's where the life is. You desire to taste the truth, you know, taste these verses like the guru does. Yeah, that's what you want. You got to go where the treasure is. The treasure is the spiritual master and the devotees tasting their relationship with the Lord. There's no other way to get this. It's not by austerity. What do the verses say? Johann knows it well. Not by austerity, not by renunciation, not by pious deeds, not by mantra yoga, not by Vaidhi Bhakti Sadhana. It's through the devotees. You have to see the example of a devotee relishing the eternal relationship with the Lord. I mean, that's what I'm doing even by mantra, even by that. I get such great happiness just chanting Nityananda's name, just because he's intimate associate of the Lord, and it's so beautiful to be close to those persons, and I can do that by mantra. I can be close to Lord Caitanya just by chanting his name, because that is him. I know it, I feel it, I experience it. I'm here to teach it. You don't come here, you don't get that kind of realization. That's called treasure that nobody knows. They think treasure is being a big guru, is to have a bunch of followers, have a big reputation. No, it's by getting a horrible reputation amongst the Vaishnavas. Yeah, that's the way it is, because your opinion differs from all of them, and most of them are all in Maya. Unless the Lord gives them the intelligence, they'll just throw the tomatoes, right? Isn't that what they do, Lalita? Johan, right? Do they recognize you guys? No. Yeah, this is what is the greatest contentment that St. Francis says, to go out and preach this word of truth. And then they knock on the door like we do on you see, on the cyber ways. We knock on the door. And the greatest contentment is they throw tomatoes on you and garbage and all this. And they thank you. They did this to my Lord. And thank you very much. It shows you I'm following the footsteps of my Lord. They did this to Lord Jesus Christ, and they did this, believe it or not, which nobody knows, even though it's right in the book, they did it to Lord Caitanya. Oh, Nimai Pandit, he was such a nice person when he was this puffed up intellectual scholar. He wasn't really, but he was just plain. And plus it's, transcendental anyway. They couldn't recognize it. Oh, he was so nice as a scholar. They like the pride, see? Like now in religion, they like proud gurus, proud sannyasi. Oh, that's spiritual. No, that ain't spiritual. Not that kind of pride. No, you need to see the pride of a person who's realized Krishna. Then you see something powerful, life-changing. And the humility and the authority and the softness. Everything a devotee is, you see through real associates of Lord Caitanya. They got the gift. This. Hey, man, got the gift. I'm here to give the gift. You think I'm a miser? These people, they don't have the gift, therefore they're miserly. Everybody is. Oh, people, they think, oh, the gift is Bill Gates and these guys. Oh, the gift is billions of dollars, and then it makes them a miser. What kind of gift is that? That's called poison, man. Look at it makes. You see these guys smiling in a real way? It's all this hypocrisy. They can't get out of it. This is their only chance. Otherwise, they'll just go on their destruction path, destroying things. Isn't that what it is? Everything. Yeah, you should do a thing on GM. You go do a research on GMO, man, and see what that's doing to people's bodies. And that's what they like to do. Everything, destroy, poison. This is the world now, man. It's being destroyed. And people, even in our Sangha, they don't believe me when I say this. They don't, and they say, I believe in Prabhupada, but you don't believe it, huh? You don't believe in Prabhupada yet enough, because he said this world is managed by Rakshasas. What do Rakshasas do? They eat people, they eat babies, they drink their blood, and they destroy, they hate man. See, that's Maya. I'm not, just want to just clue you in. And they don't believe, oh, no, they don't want to they don't want to kill people now. No, this is Kali Yuga. This is the time. This is happening. Yeah. Why? There's a reason. Because people are, in Kali Yuga, most people are cut off from what? Absolute certainty, absolute truth. That's all. That's the only problem. See, that's the only problem. Is being cut off. Oh, I have to do it this way. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, guys. Let's see. I have to do it like this, I think. So we get a little, there we go. You know what? I don't like the graphics here. Let's get the graphics off here if I can. Overlay graphics. Background. Okay, I can't figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, this is the Lord's Maya. And it is predicted to come. That's just how it is. Yeah, so, and the way you get free of it is when Maya, see, Maya is a servant of the Lord, and she, if you serve her, you get a inauspicious result. Everything about your life becomes inauspicious. But just look at this: a little service for Lord Chaitanya's mission, to chant the holy name, to get the protection of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, to get all this happiness, to get this God joy. That's all that's required. And look at us in this hellhole. I don't care. People are so worried about what they're going to do to their bodies, right? You notice that? They're so worried about that, of what's going to happen to their bodies. See, why? Because they don't have their spiritual body awakened. Because the more you nourish this, the more you got to get awakened, like in a sangha like this, which is probably one of the for the Vaishnava, is probably the only one on the planet. So first, your body your real body, your spiritual body has to be awakened. And then nourished. And as you see, every day we nourish this spiritual body like this, it grows more and more real for us, because it is real. It's absolutely true, an absolute certainty. And the more real it gets for us, because it is real, that you realize, oh, okay, what they do to the body, whatever, man, let them, poison it, which is all over the chemtrails and every way, water, any way they can poison. Creams now, they got creams and they're putting grass vine in that, man, everywhere. Who cares? Go ahead, man. I'll do the best I can while I'm here trying to get some good breath here. But man, I'm alive, man. I got my spiritual body. I'm here while I got a breath. What is it, 7 days? Well, I probably got more than that. That's good. Doing better than Maharaj Parikshit. He only had 7 days to hear and preach and learn, right? Well, I probably got 3 months, 5 months, 10 months, who knows, maybe a few years. Every day is glorious. And so many people are in fear. Protect. Bye-bye. Yeah, you're all like that because you don't know your spiritual form. It's not awakened yet. You don't even know who you are. Your only chance is to meet people who know who they are, and we're those kinds of people here. I've come, to a real disciplic line with the most glorious knowledge and giving the great mantra of deliverance, Hare Krishna, and Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda. They come here to deliver us. There's no other feasible way. Even Lord Caitanya taught that. I see that myself. If you don't come into the association of liberated devotees, which there are here, so many liberated already, and you can't see that, you can't hear this, what kind of gurus are you? Blind as bats. And your followers are going to fall into a ditch also. It's laughable. That's all I have to say. See, we even make people laugh. So you want, Lord Caitanya is laughing at you. So are his real devotees. So are you sick of that, man? Are you ready to come into the association of amongst the living, who worship the living God, who have the living God inside them? You want that kind of assurance. You want to learn about the absolute truth and feel solid and overcome fear and become bold and loving and ecstatic and all feelings you can't even dream of. That's why people, they look over, what's going over there? The gurus look at, what's going over there? Why, they sure look different. They sure must be an illusion, man. We don't feel like that. We're normal people, man. We're normal devotees with normal feelings, we hate and we love and we repress, and we're real big on repressing. Especially you, and in our silent places, we're doing all kinds of weird shit, but we'll repress you. That's you serve Maya. That's your gurus, man. They'll tell you, they
got it.
talk about 15-minute cities. They're doing that in religion, in Vaishnavism. Yeah, we're gonna, it'll be 5 years before you'll get initiation from these gurus. I got enough karma from people. I got plenty of disciples and plenty of money. We'll just, make it slower now. So that's a bit of the birds and the bees. Don't get me going on this stuff, man. You get me going on this with the absolute truth, man. That's a mouthful in itself. The whole world is going down because they don't know the absolute truth. They don't know they're a part and parcel of the absolute truth, meant to be meditating. See, what does the verse say? I'll read it again. It's so good, so juicy, so wonderful. Where is it? There. Come on up here. There it is. I meditate on Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, all pervading personality of Godhead. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation. See, so there's two sides of that Lord. He's two-faced. One face is his Maya, right? He's the primeval cause of your misery in the form of his Mahamaya, illusion. Primeval cause of it. You've been facing that Lord. See, you faced his face, your face on his face, right? You're facing the illusion. All the ignorance in this world they call knowledge is ignorance. You're facing that. And you believe in that, that's going to save you, right? That's why you go to school. And you see, and the Maya, is fooling everybody. Oh yeah, go to school. And then you can develop your mind. And then your body will be safe because you'll get a nice job. And then the demons, the servants there, they're all tricking you. Oh yeah. And then they got the Rothschilds, who are the servants of Maya, right? And they're over there. Oh yeah, let's make them really stupid. We'll send them to college. We even send Vaishnavas to college, to get PhDs, right? Yeah, we'll get some of those Vaishnavas to go to college and think they're really smart. We'll give them a PhD so they can preach to so-called intelligent people. It's all illusion, man. They go there and they say, oh yeah, intelligence is to learn to memorize things so you can pass a test that has no bearing on anything. Just pay your attention. That's all your money. Just give all actually your attention is our money. We just engage it in making you dumb down and stupid and a nice battery for us so we can suck all your energy and then throw you into the ground after we use you up. That's Maya's game, man. Go, Hari. What do you have to say? Well, I'm here to teach. I call Guru teaches Maya Tattva. You don't learn Maya Tattva, then go to Narayan Raj group. It'll be all Radhi, come back. Radhi. And you learn nada, no ecstasy. At least here we get ecstasy. At least here we get Radha, we get Rasa. Why? Because you get everything, man. You get Rasa Tattva, Radha Tattva, Guru Tattva, Gora Tattva, and Maya Tattva. Every Tattva, all Tattvas are here. Why? Because Radha and Krishna are inside this temple here. Lord Caitanya is inside this temple. Prabhupada, the whole parampara is in. This is just called the tip of the iceberg. We got backing here, big backing. You should look what's underneath. You should see what's under the hood. We're turbocharged. I don't believe you, Gore. You're just a big talker. Yeah, I'm a big talker. I'm a big talker and a big feeler, big experiencer. Yeah, it's true. Thank you for your compliment. See, because we got big knowledge here to discuss. This is powerful stuff. This will supercharge anybody's jalopy out there. We take the old cars, broken down cars, and make them classics. Like we did with Johan and Lalita. We put a nice turbocharger under the hood and zoom, zoom, zoom. Power in that car, man. You thought now it's a classic. Classics are very expensive, man. Restored perfectly. See, our Lord is a mechanic. He likes to fix up the old car. He doesn't throw anything away. That's his Maya. Oh, you believe in Maya? You believe in Bill Gates? You believe in the Klaus Schwabs and all that? Oh yeah, well you're just useless to them. They don't have the skills to rebuild you. You useless eaters out there. Yeah, you're useless eaters. I'll tell you, if you don't have devotion and you don't have the certainty of the absolute truth, yeah, my Lord say, yeah, you're also useless. But you come over here, my Lord will make you useful. He's done that to me. I was useless. You're all useless. Wherever useless, it's true. But you see, those guys, all they want to do is put you in the ground, get rid of you, because that's what Maya does. She doesn't have the skills. Why? She's a one eye, right? Oh, you don't see very well with one eye, do you? My Lord has got two eyes. See? Doesn't that even look better? See? Two eyes. He's saying, oh, I can fix this jalopy up. Oh, yeah, I got the knowledge. See, I got two eyes, man. When the Lord is here and the devotees here, they got the two eyes here now. You see, got two eyes. See, you got one eye on the Maya, says, oh, look at that piece of shit, man. Look at that useless eater, man. Ooh, and then you got the other eye. I think I can fix that. You ever see mechanics? They really get into they like the challenge, man. They have a lot of fun fixing up old things. That's my whole...
You can't see in perspective. You can't see in the depth if you only look with one eye. You can't see the depth.
Yeah, and everybody is there. Be you a demon or a demigod, you're more or less, or you have the other eye partially opened, but not. Devotees here in the parampara, that's why Bhagavad Gita says, hey, this knowledge is transferred in the parampara system. It has to be. How can you attain this kind of knowledge? Just one concept of the absolute truth. You can go your whole life and not figure out one concept, much less all these infinite concepts of the absolute truth that we discuss every day. One idea. You can't even understand reincarnation, even though you may accept it, but you don't understand it through knowledge. You can't understand, what who you are in truth. That you're a spirit soul, not by actual experience. The Vaishnavas, because their gurus don't understand who they are. Therefore, they can't understand who they are. Even though they give classes for 40 years, you're not this body. They can't go above that. It's just still talk. You're not this body. Or Shri Guru Charana Padma. For 40 years, the disciples and the gurus are singing that song, and still they don't understand the meaning of this. They cannot taste the meaning of the song. From the real spiritual master, ecstatic prema emanates. Where do you see that? Do you see that with Acharya Dev? Go listen to one of his classes. Do you see ecstatic prema emanating from Jaipataka or any of these ISKCON gurus? You show me one from ecstatic. That's supposed to be the real guru. I mean, I take these songs seriously. To me, this is absolute certainty and truth. Well, what am I saying wrong? I'm looking for the ecstatic prema emanate. But here I see it even from my disciples, ecstatic prema emanating. It's pretty clear, isn't it? By their word, ignorance. See how the ignorance is being destroyed right now as I'm speaking? You see, where is that kind of level of knowledge and ignorance being destroyed? You can go 40 years, 50 years now since Prabhupada left with these gurus and not understand these two sentences I just said that are in the songbook you sang for 40 years. You still are in ignorance about what that song means, and that is about where your door to the real kingdom of Vrindavan is that devotee is the way. They are the truth that comes out of their mouth, and they emanate that and show you how it shows up, the emanation. And then you start to feel it also, right, Lilita, Johan? You get it personally. Now, that's called real. We do real here, man. We do certain here. We do absolute. Resolute. Are you you cannot be resolute unless you have experience of the absolute truth. It's so beautiful. So the elephant, even for me, it's
Can
like,
I say
wow.
something?
Yeah, go ahead, Johan.
I take it from my own example that I was reading the Bhagavad Gita, but there was a certain point I could not understand. And I went to Leda Madhava. He explained it, still not possible to understand. I went to other persons, still not understand. And Leda Madhava said, leave it. It's not a time for you. So I feel now for all the spiritual masters and all the followers where they are, it's still not a time for them also to get more the depth. Because Krishna was also saying, time I am. That's why I can take my own example. Lila Madhava, he said, leave it. Just go on reading. And because even in a body, you grow. So next time when I read it, I just went over this verse, I have no problem. So but they still are for them. Because we make, you also, Sheila, you take them by the nose, said, here is it. Voila. But when the time is still not there, you can show that really, with verses and everything, it will not go inside, really.
Yeah,
when the
of
time,
course.
the time is not for them.
Yeah, see, the thing is there, Johan, it's not like I'm looking to take those persons like that. There are people in those groups that are ready for this. See, they will listen, they'll hear. They're looking for this. And I know those others, it goes over their head. It's just like Arjuna and Krishna. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna. And he knew not everybody was going to recognize and understand and everything, but Arjuna did. And now look, even in other generations, Jesus, the same thing. He knew other people, but in other generations come, the seed goes in, sometimes it bears. Look here. I just been preaching like this and you guys are coming. Yeah, we got like 18 people today, 20 people today.
But it means that 5 years ago I started to come. So it means it was time for me now. Hey, Johan, now is for you. Lalita, now is for you. River, now is for you. Govinda, and for you is now the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I still, really, I still remember this. And I always believed when I was young, and I want to be more and more. But I was chanting one time when I was in the temple. I was living there and I was chanting, and the Paramana really in my heart, and I could really hear it. I asked him, "Why now?" Even the Patafadi, why now? And not because I really from childhood I was crying. I felt, "Come on, Jesus, I want to be more like you, more like your followers." But inside of Paramana was very strong. It was not the time.
Yeah, not the time. Yes.
Because even I was even laughing with the devotees.
I was also, I came when Prabhupada was around. I used to go to the temples and eat, but I wasn't interested at all other than eating there, because I didn't, the devotees would come and preach to me. It's like, yeah, get away. You guys are weird. But it wasn't my time. I wouldn't want to follow that path anyway, the way it was, all this strict thing, and all that. So it was timing. It's just Krishna's time. And that's I'm personally detached from that. I know that a lot of people aren't going to realize this, but some are. Prabhupada knew that too. He said a lot of people won't accept. We can't. It's not possible, but he didn't stop preaching.
That's it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tom. Was that you or? Yeah. So anyway, that's great.
Yeah. And I just want to share, because I've had a really golden opportunity land in my lap. A really nice friend. You met Gaurahari, if you remember John. He came up from London when he was in Nottingham. Oh. He's given me opportunity of a really nice place to live. We've got a studio, so we do some music, but we also got an opportunity to do, and he's into it. He's into all these things, to give classes. I'm really looking forward. It's a golden opportunity.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's amazing what happens to me from living underneath a tarpaulin, and he's given me a nice place to live. But beyond all of that is that we can give this message. We keep preaching.
Yeah.
There'll be those that will accept it, the fannies and the Amies. You know, there's just that chance that somebody out there in suffering and depression hears this message, and that's it. You know, just to share this. So I'm really fired up. I'm really enthusiastic. I just put the bicycle into the repair shop, so that should be ready in a few days. And
all right, that's great, man. Yeah.
It's fantastic. Just gifts keep coming from every which way, and I just feel to share it. I've put some books into the printer, so I'm really fired up. And that's another thing with John. He's really technical. He said he's willing to help me with a lot of things like that, print books, and he's got that background of working in that field, so be able to help me with that. So it's great. I spoke to him yesterday for about 45 minutes on the phone, and I'm just bowled over the opportunities that come on this path.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Well, because
it's your mercy.
Krishna is using you now, you know, and you know, I just had this insight just now. It's, you know, I always liked the way the Christians who were empowered with Christ, they go and start a church. You know, they just go out and rent a building, and Prabhupada started it too, you know, like that. Just go rent a little room or something, like a storefront or something, and they start preaching, and people started come take shelter. You know, I can see now that this is where this is going. Even I met a guy yesterday. I did this little crypto exchange with the guy. This is really great too, because if you meet people, you can, now it's like a community now with you. I don't have to depend on this other stuff. I just go we meet people. This way the Lord's bringing us more together with people. And so he was like really like stressed out too and all this stuff. But he was a nice guy, and we talked, and he meditates a little bit. I said, hey, you know, I do this meditation. It's fantastic, man. And he was really into it. He said, really? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's more powerful than anything I've done before. And then I gave him my Facebook thing, and he says, oh, you do any meetings, you know? So I said, well, I'm doing it on computer, but now I'm starting to think, I think maybe I'll start, you know, maybe like a physical group, you know, where we get together, you know, it'd be nice. That's what, you know, you get together with the bodies, you know, the temples together also. Do both, you know, we do the thing here and do this.
And that's the great thing where John is located. It's a townhouse, a really nice one, but it's on the street. You open the windows and people are passing by. It's right there on the street.
Storefront.
It's a storefront, yeah. Matchless gifts. It's
all right. Yeah.
I can't wait. I want to be there now, but there's a few things, you know.
Yeah,
it's great. I love this life.
Yeah. I'm getting excited myself. I think maybe I'll start setting up shop here. Get a little table. I'll do a little outdoor preaching thing. I'll get a little table, sit on the Fifth Avenue here, you know. And they'll wonder, what are you selling there? I won't have anything on the table. Nothing on the table. And just have this empty table come in. What are you selling? Oh, well, look, and thank you for asking.
That's
quite an intangible thing, you know. What you're telling? Yeah, there's this matchless gift. You're gonna love this gift. Here, let's chant the holy name, you know, and you'll find this is the best treasure. Man, this is so valuable, man. This is what you've been looking for, man. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, so let's see. We'll see what happens here.
The empty table is really a beautiful symbol.
They go, hey, what are you selling there? Well, yeah, here we sell it. We talk about our product here. Yeah. See, it's interesting because the world kind of does that too. They have sometimes products that they don't really have. They have no value. You know, one is the monetary system. The monetary system has no value See, and people have been using it, believing there's value in there, but it's just paper. There's no value. Nothing, not even God's energy, resources backing it. This has always been, this Maya has been so tricky in the last 50 years. She created a monetary system with no backing. It's just paper. And paper is basically worthless. Toilet paper is worth more than money, really. And that's coming to light. That's why the banking in America, the banking system is falling apart. Literally, it has no value. And you guys didn't believe me. The Bitcoin it might be $1 million in just 90 days, they say, so it's because people realize where's the value in things? Where's the value? And that's where things are going now. People are looking, what is valuable? So one level is God's resources, gold and silver, stuff like that. See, gold and silver, it comes from the ground, comes from the Lord. See, they've always used that in the monetary system. I study this thing. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I mean, I never went to school, so I had to learn some stuff, So this has been used in our world more, and so this is everything. People should be thinking more like that now too. Put a little money in gold and silver if you have any money. You can buy these coins, and then you have something, because things are getting really strange here in the way the things are in the world. And the intelligent people are looking more to get more real. So that's one level, on the physical level. Anyway, that's another subject. We'll get into that later, another time. Actually, I have a Telegram channel. If you're interested in these things, we're having discussions, even with the devotees here. If you want to learn about this stuff, every time I run across a nice video about these things, I put it on that channel, and you can learn about, because we're transitioning now. I mean, it's a reality. We're transitioning in our money system and other things. So, put a little attention into that. That won't hurt. Okay. Back to the absolute. He is the absolute truth, primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He's the primeval cause of all causes of creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. See, that's all is Maya. See, it's the primeval cause is the Lord, but it's indirect in that sense, because that Maya, his Maya, is involved in that. See, creation. He uses his servants in this world. What? Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. Vishnu is actually the Lord. This job of maintenance is so hard that only God himself can do it. Creation, he can use a living entity. Brahma, you can become a Brahma. Even any one of us can be, if you want to go do the Vaidhi path for 100 lifetimes perfectly, then you can be a Brahma if you want. Shiva also, well, there's another thing, but still, it's his Maya that is causes the Maya to go around, and it goes in this cycle: creation, maintenance, and destruction. Creation, maintenance, and destruction. This cycle. And how do you get out of it? You need the primeval cause again, but you need the word. See, the word. See, like it's in the book of John, and Jesus said, those who heard the word were born not of flesh and blood. They were born of that word. See, they were born to become sons of God. See, now you enter into what has never been created. It's always been back into the spiritual dimension. Even here, we're living in that. We're swimming in that. That's the whole point. Why we come here and inspire. We come not because we're obligated, because of inspiration. Yeah, go ahead there, Govinda. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just saying River, Johan, Tom, Lolita, myself, and so many others are examples. And please, people, take opportunity to just make friends. I reiterating what I've heard you say, make friends with the devotees. Don't just think that this is religion. People make that mistake. They hear Krishna or Chaitanya. They think it's the same. It's not the same. It's a spiritual message that's been given. And it's so beautiful. Make friends with the devotees. There's so many here. We've got so many devotees all over the world. In the 5 years that I've been here, I've just seen it grow.
Yeah.
It's so organic. It's so beautiful. It's so natural. There's just darshan after darshan after darshan after spiritual experiences here. It's truly amazing. I don't know how. Sometimes I have to pinch myself from where I was 10 years ago. I literally have to think I was sitting in a lay-by, coughing myself to death on cigarettes, bleeding to death from every orifice. How did I have this fortune to come here? Anyway, it is what it is, and I'm very grateful that it is what it is. And just to pay it forward in every which way. I was sitting in the park here, and I was thinking, gosh, this is just like what Prabhupada did. He went into the park in Thompson's Park in New York. He started chanting. Each and every single one of us can do something with that. You know, we can reach people wherever we are in our unique ways. It's so diverse. I don't even feel that I'm even touching the full, utilizing everything to its full potential, but we can do what we can do, and it's amazing. I wake up and it's another day. It's another day to meet people, and the people that we're meeting, they may never have heard of Chaitanya. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. It's great. Yeah. Yeah, that'll organically come. Everything is happening now. Just people will feel inspired just naturally. Yeah, you know, this is real life, and this is even by the people can watch the videos and hear the discussions about Maya Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Rasa Tattva, and learn. This is real knowledge here that we and it's so enlivening. You see, awakening and enlivening the soul. When people are ready for it, not everybody is, but those who are can partake.
But one thing that I like, Guru Hari, and it's like Prabhupada spoke often about trickery, but nice trickery, not trickery of the world that's devious to have one over somebody. We engage people in service, and they might not know or ever come to know Chaitanya, but that they can help this Sangha, and many are. They're not fully in the fire of this Sangha, but there's so many people that do service for me and help me in many ways. So it's a connection. And even when I was with Jojo in Wales, at the end, we don't talk so much about the philosophy or so much, but at the end of the trip, she asked me, who's Chaitanya? With real curiosity and inquiry. So it affects it, Anyway.
Yeah.
Over and out.
Okay. So,
can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but if you read the beginning also, like that, you just said, it is the cause of all causes. But what does that also mean? Just see the picture of Krishna. No matter what, even killing of demons, he always have a beautiful smile on his face. So he is really also the cause of what? Our real happiness.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the beautiful thing. That's why we see this every day. The Lord chanting his name is the cause of our happiness, cause of my happiness, real happiness. This is how we get actual experience of real happiness. Otherwise, nobody really knows. They think this happy, sad thing. That's why it's back and forth. And the sadness starts to get more, like right now at this time, people's sadness is increasing. If you don't develop your spiritual body, awaken that, then your sadness will increase more because Maya's putting the screws on to make, taking away what used to make people happy, sense enjoyment, even work. The people's work, the robots are taking over people's work. Like the UL, this protege of Klaus Schwab, he's saying, I don't know what we're going to do with the people. See, there are people there's going to be no work for them. The only thing we can think to do is put them in the metaverse and play video games because their work is going. So people find happiness in work because there's some happiness in sense gratification in work. That's being taken away. This is really the only alternative. Otherwise, you're going into the ground. They're actually even in the metaverse. Everything's full of tricks now of Maya. They're going to you'll go in the metaverse and they have a kill switch and you'll be dead. That's what they do they hook you up in the thing and then they put the switch on and then you're dead. You get a brain thing and gone.
May I read something from Srimad Bhagavatam also?
Yeah, go ahead.
But this is really, I read this more than once, but it actually it's everything what we are doing here.
Ah.
The Lord expanded himself in all living beings in order to accept loving service. See? Loving service for him. And this alone can signify both the Lord and the living entities. See? Loving service. And this is what the most still missing. This loving service.
That's the whole point.
and this only can be, see, this sounds so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it can satisfy both the Lord and then us.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so beautiful described. It's this loving.
It's perfectly described. Perfect.
Yeah. And also this morning, before I go to sleep, I say always now, Krishna, I don't know what to say tomorrow. I really don't know, It's you have to do it. I don't know. I'm too stupid. I don't know. But this morning, oh my God, what he did again.
Yeah.
I was chanting. I felt this. It was just like smiling, this Maha Mantra. Really.
Ah.
But then I start chanting the name of the gopis. you really, it's not easy to understand this. But if you get like Lalita, you start feeling, this mood even of Lord Caitanya. When he was chanting Gopi, Gopi, oh man. You feel this happiness in him that he has with this gopi.
Yeah.
So this is the fun, You never know next day what he's gonna do, or even next video. You see, even now there came a person. I was 2 days ago, and I didn't know what to do. I said, hey. And his name was, it was thinking about Godfather. So most people think Godfather about the mafia. But I will start talking about, it is true. God is our Father. It is in your name. So people can't even see the depth of even simple words.
Yeah.
That's why you need the bona fide spirit of the Master who open the dark eyes. So you can start seeing all these beautiful things. Even simple words become so amazing.
See, there's life in this. There's energy, true life. This is what Jesus meant. I have life. I can give it to you abundantly. That's what you get from a real spiritual master is their life. My life it's not about dying for mankind. It's about living your life. My life is this taste. Like the verse you just read there about giving the Lord happiness and the devotee. I experience that now. That is perfection. That's enlightenment. That's what you guys are getting. And just by getting the mercy like this, it becomes more and more apparent. all the obstacles to that closeness, or your clothing's being taken away, and you just realize the verses. You become the verses. That's a devotee Bhagavat. You actually got to be a devotee book. You got to, those concepts you read, you have to experience. Otherwise, you can't say you really know them. And so the Lord is giving us this ecstatic devotion so we can take our clothing off. See, this bhakti takes all the false ego identification, so we're good. And then you just open the room and boom, there, you're together. Perfect, pure devotion.
Alita always say the people are still too much bound by these names. Even though that's why I love this pastime of Karma and Lord Jagannath. See again, at only what? Deep parent affection. That's only that you have deep parent affection for Lord Jagannath. And the Lord didn't care of all these rules and all these things. And then a Brahmana came, a Brahmana, a saint, a Vaishnava. And he instructed Karma. Jagannath became angry. He get the message even from the Lord. Hey, I don't like this. But for him, it was still not possible to do this last step. Oh, see, Karma, for you can do like this. But I'm a Brahmana. I have to follow all these rules and regulations. See, even he saw it. Still, it was for him not possible to get the last step. It was still too difficult for him. So because he was still thinking, I am a Brahmana, so I have to follow all these things that Brahmana should do. Even when the Lord Jagannath said, hey, you cannot instruct this Karma. So you see, even, so much are still stuck in name. And that they're thinking, I'm this, so I have to follow this. That's also a big problem.
Yeah, there's so many levels going on here. Absolutely. So it is only he who imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. As one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire, or land seen in water. Only because of him do the material universes, temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature, appear factual, even though they are unreal. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. See, this time is, the actions and reactions of the modes of nature cause the universes to appear, maintain, and interact. See, and so now, the mode of ignorance is more predominant, causing it, actually passion and ignorance, mixture, is more predominant over goodness. That's why you feel this, it's switching now and trying to predominate over the world. See, so but you see, it comes from the Lord and the actions and reactions. So the Lord is also ultimately has to rebalance everything. Otherwise, could you imagine the modes of passion and ignorance come and destroy everything? So, and then there would be no real life. It'd all be hellish things. So it has to rebalance ultimately into like a Satya Yuga experience. But this is different in this Kali Yuga, because you could see because of Lord Chaitanya's appearance here and what's happening here, we have the Bhagavatam, we have this knowledge. This knowledge wasn't always available in Kali Yugas. Even by now, it would be so dark that people would just get increasingly like dark, because it'd be so overwhelming with this ignorance and passion. See, but we have this light here. It's almost like the way the Lord works. He works through the underdogs. So He takes the small amount, even all we need is 1% of the population to just to bring it back into better than a Satya Yuga, the golden age that Lord Caitanya wanted. That's why Prabhupada, another reason why he was so intently writing those books, that was his main service, more than the preaching part, even though he did extraordinary things, but he never neglected translating these books. Never, because they're so important now. Look, we're preaching this light. It's fantastic. I feel so enlivened preaching it. I mean, this is like having a nuclear bomb, you know, could you imagine the world, they've pride themselves on all these weapons, you know, like of destruction, nuclear bombs and all that. To me, this is the same, but the opposite. These are weapons of divinity. You know, this whole Bhagavatam, all this knowledge, it'll destroy all of the ignorance. It's completely opposite. And we have that capacity here.
And
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you just read it, and it is amazing. It is here in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is mentioned Chaitanya Chanamrita, and it's mentioned also in the Bhagavad Gita. And this is what most spiritual masters, and I know also the devotee, they still hear. What is also again here beautiful described, veering knowledge unto the heart of Brahma. Bhagavad Gita also 10:11. By my special mercy, I shine in the heart of a devotee. And now, by your mercy, also in Chaitanya Chanamrita, chapter 1, verse 58, then by the bona fide spiritual master, a liberal person who is good as Krishna, but then you go to purpose, the Lord inside the heart is helping. To this point we have to come. It is all the heart. But now still most of people, I still remember this, and Lalita and all devotees, they will also know, there was always, oh, sorry, I didn't have on Sunday. I didn't have the time to study because somebody else will give a lecture, but I didn't have the time to study. See, they all want to come over here still. The brain. And this here so beautiful described also into the heart. It is from the heart it will come. Also, but by your mercy, the Lord inside the heart is helping. Yeah, sorry.
Krishna spoke it into the heart. This is the original way, and how it's perpetuated through guru to disciple. They speak it, and it awakens the heart of the disciple. Just like, see, Krishna spoke to Brahma, not just it appeared in his heart. He spoke, and then Brahma spoke to Narada and all these sages, and so it's the sound vibration. It's very important. It awakens people.
Yeah, and that is also verse 58. Because we cannot visualize the super soul, it becomes as you before us. And if I listen to him, then inside the Lord start helping. And then, oh, see, oh, shit, man. I was reading time, and now,
that's why even the Prabhupada disciples need to hear, so their heart awakens. Otherwise, they're incomplete in their development. That's the shiksha idea. Otherwise, without this shiksha, their heart's not awakened. They don't know the real path. They have to hear it now. This have to finish the work, and otherwise the heart will stay, dormant. See, probably you need to go ahead. Did you want to say something, Lalita? Go ahead.
No, I said a few times that's Vedanta. That's called Vedanta.
Yeah.
That's really revealing himself when he pops up.
Yeah, he pops up. He rises in the heart.
Yeah, because we know that Lalita and me, Fred, the Belgian devotee, they know his devotee, and what he did, even especially to the university.
Yeah, you guys over there are powerful devotees in Belgium.
He has this title, and I remember when Freddy was still going to the temple in Radhadesh, he's thinking now that he knows better than everybody because he has now this title. Because Friday was sitting in the class, and this devotee gave a lecture, and he was saying, do you think you know it better than me? Because I'm into the university. Hey guys, I'm into the university. I have now this title. I have this diploma. It's so see, and it is all about the heart. The Lord wants to awaken the heart, because you see, it's also Prabhupada. It also I love that I use this also a lot in my preaching. In the purpose of Prabhupada, this transcendental mantra or these transcendental words, surpassing senses, mind, and even intelligence from our own stupid brain. Forget it. We need a bona fide spiritual master who awakens in our heart the Lord, and then we can all start to understand and feel the transcendental. Nothing from this guy.
Definitely. Give us a word, River.
I don't know what to say.
Well, if you don't have anything to say, don't say. Don't force yourself.
Okay, I won't.
Okay, back to the story here. Only because of him the material universe is temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature appear factual, even though they are unreal. Can you imagine spending your whole life meditating on what's not factual? That's what people do, because they don't have this knowledge. They don't have the knowledge of the way things are actually working. And therefore they stay meditating on what's not factual, simply because they don't know what is factual. See, you got to come in disciplic succession. You got to hear from the in a lineage. But you got, the problem is they don't have who's really bona fide in the lineage that can teach you about the transcendental world unless you actually have experience of the transcendental world. That's why such gurus are very rare. It's like meeting a Jesus Christ in this world. That's why you see Jesus is the best deal in this world. Even amongst Vaishnavas, they can't take full advantage of what a real Christian can take advantage of, because they get a real spiritual experience. See? Now they can, because that's what's happening from our Sangha. The Vaishnavas can take advantage, those who are ready. They will have the best deal amongst the Vaishnavas is where this spiritual awakening is. This, where you get a factual experience of Krishna, who Krishna is, who Radha is, what is devotion, how do you realize who Krishna is by having this devotion? All these things will be in the experience of the devotees in this world who come to this Sangha. See, otherwise, it's just like better to just go to Jesus, really, unless you have this awakening. At least if you go around a real Christian who carries the Holy Spirit, that was the one that Jesus had, that's more real than anything else. There are many people that have left Krishna consciousness for Jesus, because they were looking, they're hungry, they want a real spiritual experience. Most Vaishnavas, they're just not concerned yet, or they haven't been taught right. And so that we're here for that teaching. If anybody wants a real experience and encounter with God, who Krishna is and who Lord Caitanya is, who Nityananda is, who the real devotees are, what the real philosophy is, well, I think it starts here. So there are millions of people been captured, fished out of Maya to the degree of Vaidhi, like to the degree of religious Vaishnavism. But they have to come with to the real associates and hear and get a real experience of God. Otherwise, it's just proof that that you can't deliver your disciples, or you're not delivering them, is people don't come to this ecstatic platform. That's deliverance. You have to have the feelings that devotees in the spiritual world have. See, what did Brahma say? Brahma said, those who evince the symptoms of ecstasy are promoted to the kingdom. They don't take another birth. If you don't come to that platform, you know, you didn't make it, man. You're coming back again until you understand what is spiritual. Which you bind on earth, you bind in spirit. So what is spiritual is ecstatic feelings, prema, emanations, and the truth, the full truth. You know, it's interesting. They have this thing about gurus being bona fide. You know, like you have to have a well-rounded understanding. This is in the checklist. Well-rounded understanding of Krishna consciousness. But you have a well-rounded, but not a well-rounded, because you got to have an experience of Maya Tattva. You got to understand it in your heart, like Johan was saying. You got to understand these things in your heart. See, you got to understand Krishna in your heart. See, you got to understand Guru in your heart, right, Lilita? You understand how Guru fits into the whole picture. You understand everything. How? Well, you get Krishna. What? See, Lord Caitanya. Oh, you have love for me, my dear devotees. You come see me. I give you my body. You can sell it to others. Sell them on it, man. Do canvassing, man. Convince them just to accept the gift. That's all it is. Oh, man, look how much work we got to do just to simply convince people to accept the gift, huh? Amazing, huh? It's worth it. Labor of love. Literally, I mean, I love to do this work. No pain at all, and lots of gain. You ever heard that? No pain, no gain. No, this is no pain, lots of gain.
I want to say something. I feel this is the best approach, the complete and the strongest approach, the complete and strongest healing method with both Book of Bhagavad and Devotee Bhagavad, who gives you a living example. And they both, what's going on here is the strongest approach, most convincing, the complete healing system. This is the best way to approach this transformation, and the best timing and best circumstances. It's all here.
Yeah, it's all here. It works. See, that's the book is saying it by the action of the book Bhagavad and the devotee Bhagavad. Love of Krishna is awakened in the hearts of others. All the obstacles are going. See, we follow the book. And because every ducks are in the row here, you got a bona fide guru. See, you got real disciples who really want to know the truth. See? And you're hearing the Bhagavatam. We got the Bhagavatam. Prabhupada did so much work to do this. See, so we got everything is in alignment here. This is why the real line is here. You got a bona fide guru, you got bona fide disciples. You're like Maharaj Parikshit. You want to know the truth, man. You want that above everything else. See, and we got the book. Go ahead.
It's also in court when there's nothing so convincing that when there are two witnesses independent from each other. Yes, here we got the two witnesses. One is the witness of Book Bhagavad, and the other one is the living devotee Bhagavad. Nothing is more convincing, even in court, than two independent witnesses.
No, there's one other more convincing.
Tell me, your own experience.
No. Well, that too, but three witnesses.
The one who receives prema.
Yeah, you see three witnesses.
Yeah, the one who experiences the third.
We are not in court here, Tom.
No, but we are in the most convincing and most effective healing method. We are really doing the job here.
Yeah, it's you got one witness is the devotee, the other is the book, and the other is actually there's three even in one. One is the heart of the devotee. See, so then this is called guru and preaching. Is They speak to you, and you become a witness also. And that's what convinces the world and convinces others. First, the first fruits come. It's just always like that. On the branch tree, first fruits come. And then others will start popping up. So it's always, you know, there's guaranteed that there are more people coming because that's just how it works. It's always works like this.
So that's the method of when you see someone eating, then you also become hungry and you become attracted. Yes, it's all about attraction. Also, the supreme attractive person is the Lord Himself, Krishna. He is attracting us to come in this truth, to come in this Satchidananda. It's complete life, complete living force, total.
Yeah, it awakens your hunger, your spiritual hunger. That's why, again, Sadhu Sangha is the best way. Go ahead, Johan.
Oui.
Can't hear you. Is he
you
speaking?
Speak, Johan. You speak.
Go ahead. Oh, you didn't want to speak? Oh, okay.
Oui.
Okay. I'm moving on here. Oops. What happened here?
Yeah. I hope you can hear me because the connection is not so good. I've just translated to us from a certain person. He wrote, "This European group observe the faults in others is not good." Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good. We hear you.
Can you hear me?
Frozen. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So there is a devotee. He still not understand. He says it's not good that it is not good that you find gebreken. I don't know if you said it in English. It's not good, but we have to tell that, hey, people, that some things, if you learn, we have to say, hey, this is wrong. You will not get it in this way. If Srila Goraj, my Spildamaster Paramahamsa Srila Goraj never told me that certain things that they were wrong, I will never get it. So certain things we must be told. See, this devotee right here, this European group here, so this Sangha, we're talking about the gebreken. I don't know what it is, Tom.
Fault finding.
Fault finding. It's not good, but it's not fault finding. We try to help them to show them, hey, you see, you are stuck there. You have to grow over there. You have to do this. So you see, even they don't understand this. So simple things that we are talking. You know, if what is a guru doing? Guru is telling us, even Prabhupada, he showed things from, hey, you see, this is not good. You have to do this. This is not good. You have to do this. This is normal, because if you don't know what is Raga Noga, what is spiritual life, then there is someone who have to tell us from, hey, this is wrong. Yeah, it's like this way from the Holy Scriptures. So how this person can say that the mistake, all these things, is for me, that person still don't understand anything. And then he's reading, it's not good geestelijke, it's not good for the spiritual advancement. Can you imagine?
Did you want to say something, Lolita?
Yeah, but if you should like go to Hermes, never told me, I started listening to you. And you said, see, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu came to give this pure love to all fallen souls, no matter what. If you never told this, I will never learn this. So somebody have to tell me, hey, people of the world, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu came to give this love, this pure love to all fallen souls. And it's not by austerities, mantra meditative, fruiting activities. No, it is only by listen to a liberated person who chant the holy name in great ecstatic love, like you are doing. So somebody have to show it, to tell these things.
Absolutely. It's the way it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can we ever learn? If we, it's somebody have to tell us that we're making mistakes. Or even we're not alive. Somebody have to show it. From hey, no, even Prabhupada told us, hey, not this way, in that way.
Yeah.
See, and that is a devotee. He cannot even understand the beginning.
Yeah.
That can be done.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. You know, you guys are too excited for me. You're just too enthusiastic. I'm going to put you all down here for a while. You go down now for a while. You're just too excited, everybody. You know, you just. I can't get any reading done here, man. I want to read and hog the whole show now. Okay, here we go. We're going to read on here. You can stay around. I'll put you up in a little while here. So, but I want to read a little bit more. And okay. So, text number 2. Completely rejecting all religious principles. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. This Bhagavat Purana propounds the highest truth, reality which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. Okay. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated, this Bhagavat Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. Man, I love this. I love reality distinguished from illusion, man. This is how we learn. See, if all you have is illusion, then how are you going to distinguish it from reality? You don't even know what reality is. You just stay in the illusion. See, so Bhagavatam is the reality of life, and also what is illusory. Nobody knows when you're absorbed in all illusion all the time. You don't know because you're part of that. You identify with it. See, we need to be purified. We need to be cleansed. See, so that's why you need the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat. You notice the devotee Bhagavat is the book Bhagavat in living form. You get the vibration. That's why you got to hear it from the devotee. To get to only the purified in heart can understand this Srimad Bhagavatam. That's the problem. You got to hear from the devotee who's been under this purification process. And if you're not that, which most Vaishnavas aren't, most Vaishnavas are not like that. So therefore, they have to hear from a bona fide representative in the parampara system. But all people need to do is you got to find a truly empowered devotee who has real ecstatic devotion. That's it. And you listen to them, by their words, my ignorance is destroyed. Ecstatic prayer emanates not only from them, but I feel in it now. It's touching my heart. It's awakening my bhakti. All of a sudden now you know who you are because you're born. It's like you're being born, but you're not born of flesh and blood. You're born of the word spoken by a bona fide guru. That's the conclusive truth of that statement of St. John. It's not just Jesus. See, it's those in a real line, in the real parampara. See, that's clear. And I can't help it if Christians don't accept. That's their unclarity. I can't help it that the Vaishnavas don't accept. That's their unclarity. See, a great sage is not a great sage unless their opinion does what? Differs from others. I differ from the Christians because they're not clear enough for me, for my taste. I have very high taste. I'm connoisseur, man. I only drink fine wine. Pure, no alloy stuff. I don't want to be a big guru, If Krishna wants me making me a big guru, I'll be a big guru by his order and by his will. I want big bhakti, man. I like Lord Caitanya. I like him. I want big bhakti. I want big devotion. I want big ras, like Lalita does. You know, she's one of those. Like Johan, they want big taste. See, so you need to hear from people like that. And then you'll very fast, quick. Like Rasika Nandana said about his guru, Srinivas. You know, that's the kind of guru you got here, is on that stature. Why? Because my Lord Caitanya was with that guru, and my Lord Caitanya is here also, proving it all the time. You want to realize Krishna without a lot of trouble? He said, go to my guru. You guys are realizing Krishna without a lot of troubles also. So my Lord must also be here again, finally, after 550 years ago, preaching the confidential truth. See, awakening people quick. You want it to go quick? Come here. We do quick here. You want fast realization? You want easy peasy? Come here. If not, you're going to have a lot of troubles. Go to these gurus who haven't realized Krishna themselves. See how you're going to. That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, you realize Krishna. Where's the ecstatic prema emanating? Where is the word that destroys your ignorance, that you should have a bona fide guru who has bona fide bhakti? You can't even understand that from them. For it's useless. You stay there, you're just going to die. You'll be put in the ground and you're coming back. I ain't coming back unless I want to. Lalita ain't coming back unless she wants to. Johan ain't coming back unless they want to. Govinda and so many others. River, they're not coming back unless they want to. That's called saved, being saved big time, more than being saved. Yeah, I mean, we do the job here. What, you're not convinced? What, this is not convincing? You know, you need to. You bona fide guru means assurance. You know, they're Brahma's word incarnate, man. You become that truth, man. Yeah, I evince the symptoms of bhakti because I've been delivered by a real guru, man. I ain't coming back. The Bhagavatam says so, my guru says so, and my own heart says so. We make great sages here whose opinion differs from others. You follow the path of the witnesses here, easy peasy. You're out of here, man. You're going to be happy here in even your little 5-minute cities. Whatever they drumming up there, the Maya's drumming up. What is she? You know, they'd be drumming up. He's just trying to scare everybody. Scare them where? Scare them over here, man. Otherwise, she's gonna scare you to death, literally. Hearts are failing for fear. The Bible verses are coming true. In this time, people's hearts will be failing for fear. You notice how many heart attacks going on here, man? It's the biggest thing now in the last 3 years. Heart attacks all over the place. Isn't that funny? That's a prophecy from the New Testament there. People's hearts will be failing by fear. See, you want your heart pumping, the real blood of life, come here, man. We'll give you a transcendental heart, man. That one never will stop its beat. We don't skip a beat here. You notice? Or boom, boom, boom. This is like a drum. You know, this is a heartbeat of Krishna, man. Every day, boom, pumping the blood of life into this world. I love this, man. See? Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated. Yeah, you need a guru like that. You know, you see me accepting any religious activities that are religiously motivated? And you expect me to be a nice guy? I'm a Bhagavatam guy. I'm a company man. I'm working for the company. I get to watch Lolita's face over there. It's amazing. You should see what's going on there, man. Yeah, you want to be company man. You want to work for the company, man. You want to be part of this mafia. We're taking over. This is the cartel Mexico, man. We're the cartel here. We're taking over, man. We're absorbing. This is the transcendental Borg. All these things are explaining Krishna's way. He wants to absorb everybody. Him Radha's the queen here. Isn't she? She's the queen. You notice in the Borg, there's the queen. There's no king. There's only the queen. That's Lord Caitanya King. Lord Caitanya came here to present the queen. She's in charge. Behind every man is the queen, right? And we all know that. Where did that come from? It comes from Krishna. He knows his place. Man. No queen, no understanding of Krishna. You'll be, if there's no queen, you'll be going to gurus like Jaipataka, like Radhanath, like all these guys. These are little babies. They're not even born yet. You guys come here. Acharya Dave, you come here. Show me you're born. I'll show you're just a little kid, just a baby. You know why? Because the queen ain't in there yet. She's not born yet. She could be. You come here, man. Get a little purified. We got to take all that knowledge that you got from the college there. Get it out, man. Purify that. All those speculations. You did a good job on the Bhagavad. I got to admit that. Just for that, we're going to get, Prabhupada's going to get you somehow. We maybe not get you in this life. Maybe he will. Let's see. I'm working on it. I'm trying to, Prabhupada ordered me to do this, so I'm working. I want to get as many of his disciples into the real kingdom, man. No religious kingdom. No religion there. Vrindavan, man. No rule there other than the rule of loving Krishna. Now, how would you like that rule in your life? That's pretty good. Don't think I give up rules and regulations. There's one regulation and one rule that we regulate every day. We make sure we have the love of Krishna. That's our rule, man. That's our regulation. It has to be regular, more than regular, irregular, all the time, irregular. Don't think Gohar doesn't follow the rules and regulations. I follow the topmost, the cream of the rules, the summum bonum rule. I know that rule. That's why I preach that rule. I even take the lower teachings and make them the higher teachings. I take Bhagavad Gita and show how it relates to Vrindavan. Because that's where we're going, right? Tom says, wow, if you don't have love, you don't have anything. Exactly. You don't have bhakti, you're just a little child still in the womb, haven't even been born. All you can do is try to kick the mother and father, but they don't feel any. You just nothing, man. What are you with those little kicks? We're going to kick you out of that womb. That's what we're doing. This is how we do it. We're forcing it. We're with it's forcing, forceps. This is the forceps. We're pulling you out, pushing you and pulling you out of the womb, man. Whether you ask for it or not. This is Lord Chaitanya's way. Whether you ask for it or not, we're giving it. We're getting you out. We're getting you born, man. If we have to do a cesarean dissection. Was it cesarean section? All right, what else? The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. See, reality. Do we just do any reality? Krishna is God and all that stuff. The highest reality, Ras. See, the Lord came to teach Rasa Tattva. He came to awaken and give the gift of ecstatic devotion simply by accepting it. We work on the same process now. Just come here and accept ecstatic devotion. Come here and we'll do the incidental thing of get rid of the demons. Got to do some of that. We got to get them out of you. They're giving you problems. Ask River, always been a problem. Lalita River, these little things inside you pick up from, they attach themselves like parasites, right? You got to take something to get rid of the parasites. See, the guru is the bitter pill you take, and it does the medicine, you get rid of the parasites of these things you picked up in the Maya. See, that's just incidental. Now the fun is, ask Lalita and River, now the fun really begins, right? Yeah. Steady devotion, man, every day. You see Lalita chanting and with an unhappy face lately? You see her? No, just more steady devotion. That's called advanced stage, man. Look how fast it goes, man. You can take 1,000 gurus in ISKCON and they're not like my disciple there. Look at Johan every day. Is he an unhappy guy? He's always happy, and he's happy in Krishna. Lord Caitanya is given that kind of mercy to be happy in the Lord, happy in love with the Lord. We stay like that, how can you have any real problems? We're getting the baby out. Yes, there, Amy, right. This beautiful Bhagavatam compiled by the Vyasadeva in his maturity. What is real beauty in this world? If you don't hear this Bhagavatam and think, my God, that is beautiful, you don't know what is beautiful. You think these hags out here in Playa with all these stool bags are beautiful? You think you're beautiful? You are the selfie girls out there? You are steeped in illusion. Always looking at how beautiful they are. What's under the hood? There's no turbocharger. There's no love for this. If you don't have love for this Bhagavatam, love for this eternal truth, see, love for real devotees who have real devotion, you're a hag. Literally, you're a hag. Your selfies will get you nowhere. That's the thing, they're all looking at can you see how bad it is? And these people, these women, they're dying, they're committing suicide. They're really unhappy. And I know it's hard to take, but this is the truth. You come here, you'll find out what real beauty is. Then you'll be like some of our devotees. Look at Shama Sundari, beautiful woman, gorgeous physically. But that's her real beauty is her bhakti, right? Her faith in Guru and in Krishna. That's the real beauty. And that shows she's got the real mercy. She's not like these hags out there. They're infatuated with themselves. See, they're infatuated with the false ego of this temporary body being molded by Maya. See, created by Brahma. Brahma says that this body molded like that is all nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. All it does is entrap people into believing that's real. It gets the modes of passion going in the body, right? Whether you're man or woman, and you think that's beauty. It's all illusion, man. And I'm not against that. We got bodies. It's going to work the way it works. But I know what real beauty is. To me, is relishing this Bhagavatam every day, relishing this name every day. That's beauty, man. Just let me never forget that. And I won't, because I am not leaving this place. I'm not leaving this consciousness. I'm here to teach others. So if we lose the internet or whatever, you'll pick up your bead bag and you'll see what real beauty is. The real beauty is chanting the holy name like Rupa Goswami. Oh, I wish I had many mouths to relish this nectar. Oh, and many ears to hear this beautiful vibration because I'm with Krishna. Krishna is this sound vibration. Oh, it is so wonderful just to hear and be and taste and relish this nectar with awakened spiritual senses. Yeah, we're getting people ready for that if we have to. Maybe we'll have the internet for a long time. Who knows? We're not wasting our time here. Otherwise, don't die a hag. It's all illusion, man. What is your beautiful bodies, man or woman, going to do you when it's in the ground? All that energy you put going into the beauty parlor, well, put some of that energy, pay your attention over here. Find out what eternal beauty is. The eternal, this beautiful Bhagavatam. When you can say that, now you're delivered. You're out of here, man. Now the Lord is only looking, can you tell what real beauty is? He wants to give you bhakti, real love, so that you can ascertain real beauty. He wants to give it as a gift. That's what where you come here. I don't care, you Vaidhi Bhaktas who don't know this beautiful Bhagavatam yet, because your gurus are speculating on it, and you're speculating. That's not good enough. You need to find those whose hearts are purified by real bhakti that you see here. What you see is what is really real. What you hear here is what you really get. You need to be in a place like this, a very rare with a Garden of Eden, a real holy grail place, with a cup of the real eternal liquid. See, that's Sadhu Sangha with the real sadhus. Hey, that's all here, man. You see how these verses are beautiful, how wonderful and how powerful, how purifying. See, you need to hear them from a heart that you see. It chants the holy name in ecstasy for a long time. There you go. You found the real associate. You found the real guru, man. You found the real acharya. Is it pretty simple, right? Pretty clear, isn't it? Only those whose heart is purified, is pure in heart, fully pure in heart, can understand this Bhagavatam. And if you can understand it, you can preach it. And what are you going to hear? You're going to have real understanding and real knowledge. You're going to hear real understanding and real knowledge, right? Oh, what verse is related to that? Bhagavad Gita 10:10, again and again. To those who worship Krishna, the transcendental form of Krishna, see? With loving ecstasy, that's that prema, that's what purifies the heart, nothing else, no rules. You can do 1,000,000 rules, you can get 1,000,000 PhDs, that doesn't purify a heart like that. To understand Srimad Bhagavatam and to preach the real Bhagavatam, to deliver people, to wake that Lord in the heart up. No. See? You got to see the Bhagavatam in person, whose hearts are purified by ecstatic, loving relations with the Lord. Don't you see that here? Can't you see the elephant in the room, people? If you can't, it's because contamination, because your leaders aren't teaching you the real thing. We're teaching real thing here. We're teaching the real Bhagavatam. We're teaching the highest reality of this ecstatic worship of the Lord and showing and demonstrating that we're not just talkers. We're experiencers. And distinguish it from everything else, all the way down from religion, all the way down to politicians in the world. How that's all illusion. Religion is also still illusions in it. It's for beginners. See, I meditate on him, the previous verse. Who is, I meditate, I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode. Okay? In the transcendental abode. Oh, you mean I got to go there? No, all you have to do is hear the word. That is his transcendental abode in this world. Abide in that word. Abide in me. When Jesus said, abide in me, to abide in his word, right? That's a word. But that's not just any word. That's the abode of God. That's all devotees. That's Lord Caitanya. That's his devotees. That's Krishnadas Kaviraj's word. Eternal, you'll become eternally existing now because you are abode. That word is, you're in that word and that word is in you. That's life everlasting. Eternally existent in this transcendental abode, and I don't have to go anywhere for that. It's right here, now. I'm in the Word, and the Word is in me. What else? Where else is there to go? If I'm in the Word, I'm in everything. Because everything is in the Word. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. The Word was God. There you go. There's the relationship. See? So how do I be with the Word, which is God? Well, let me meditate on that Word. Let me speak that Word. The real Word, not speculation. No. Let us do that together, Lord. See? Where do you meet people like that? Who are that Word that you read in the book of John? Who speak that kind of Word? And you're born of that Word, not born of flesh and blood, born of that transcendental Word. And if you don't listen to that Word, you're not born yet. Which is forever free of the illusory representations of the material world. You want to see? See, I just stay in that Word and I stay free. See? That's it. Nardas also, all devotees do that. They live free. But if you're not, you'll never be sovereign. Sovereign is to be in the Lord and the Lord in you. It's a relationship. You're not alone. That's all illusion. That's an illusion, you New Age people believing that baloney. I just want to be sovereign. I want to be a free man. Free man without God never will happen. Even the illusion is your God. That's your God. You believe in illusion. Speculation is God in that form, but it's not free. You're not free. You're not sovereign, thinking that you're alone. That's illusion. Even Mayavadi, it's still illusion. You think you're alone, you're God, and all kinds of speculations like that. No, that ain't true. That's not the word of Bhagavatam, is it? That's not the word of this person here, is it? That's not because it's not the word of the Bhagavatam. I speak the Bhagavatam. It's a relationship, eternal relationship with God. That's why the devotees here are very happy, and they wouldn't give you. Bill Gates can give them $2 billion, and they would not give that. Take that money, that so-called poison or gift, and realize and lose this. Would Gaur Hari Das take that $2 billion? You're damn sure I would, and I'd lie. I'd just take the $2 billion from Bill Gates, and I'd stay with my realization and say, well, hey, man, there's your karma, man. You've been lying to people all the time. I give you a little payback, man, and I'll keep that $2 billion and buy Lalita and everybody a ticket to come over to Playa del Carmen and stay here forever. You're a darn tootin', I'll take that, and I'll lie to that guy, because he's just to pay him back. Why? I can do it. Why? Because my Lord and I we're together. We can dispense a little karma if we want. For the welfare of others, right? You can make a happy family here. Yeah, God, they don't know how to use that $2 billion. All they do is use it to destroy. Well, you give me that $2 billion, I'll show you how I'll use it. I know exactly how to use it. Yeah, Bitcoin goes up to $1 million. I know how I'm going to use that, man. That's all I need. I don't need any more. That's good enough. We'll get the devotees over here, man. We'll have free tickets for everybody. Freddie would probably be able to do it too, because he's been listening. As I'm talking to Bitcoin, he doesn't say much, but I know he's doing stuff. Probably he listens. He told me. He said, "Tell me when a good time to buy." I think I did tell him. Hey, I think it's time, man. Yeah, we're living in a miracle time. You're going to see all kinds of things. You see the miracle of the demons? Demons are doing miracles now. Did you know that? All kinds of technology, miracles for them. But now you watch my Lord's organic miracles he's going to be doing. Oh, they trump everything. Organic, man. One thing is, it makes everybody happy. You find out, that AI ain't going to make you happy. This will make you. You show me any AI people that have all. Look at that guy who loves AI. The guy who's the protege for Klaus Schwab, Yuel or something is his name. You can see him on Facebook. He's got a page. Look at him. He doesn't look happy at all. Poor guy. But everybody's listening. Oh, you're so smart. People think ignorance is smarts. The world is full of ignorance. You know what ignorance is? Miserliness. You think money that's poisoned your mind and made you a miser is wealth. That's ignorance, man. Stupidity. You think you got to destroy the people in the world to save it. That's ignorance, man. We're here to give life to the world. That's all it needs. What we're here to do is to inject Krishna under the hood, inside. And then he'll do all the work, right, Lalita? He does all the work. All of you guys know that. We just inject. Bill Gates injects the poison, and we inject Krishna into the inside you, in your body, man. And he starts working. Instead of you get antibodies that goes against the illusion and starts attacking the illusion with the truth, man, and starts to overcome everything. See? And you become in perfect health. See? We inject life into people. We don't need that. We make useless eaters into great upstanding citizens of the universe. Promoters of the Lord's will on earth, as it is in Vrindavan. This beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. Have we not proven that? Isn't that so? Isn't it sufficient for our God realization? And then we use because it's here, because Prabhupada translated Chaitanya Charitamrita, because the devotees wrote after Lord Chaitanya. See, that Bhagavatam was written before Chaitanya Leela, right? So we got even more weapons here. Matter of fact, I speak Bhagavatam in relationship to the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise, Bhagavatam would be hard to put in force. Bhagavatam is for those who are almost retired. It says, Narada Muni said this Bhagavatam is for those, Shukadev said this Bhagavatam is for only those almost retired. But you're not even in retirement, and we're speaking it to you. Because we got the grace of the Lord that comes inside you so you can understand Srimad Bhagavatam like a great sage who's almost retired and wants out. You don't even have to retire. You just get retired by the grace of God from this material world. He retires you. See, I've been on retirement for years. Literally. I retired. You don't see me working a job. Or do you see me working it? Who's going to do this? I have to do full time. Who's going to do this job? Not many, right? The harvest is plentiful. The work is plentiful. Who's going to harvest? Somebody's got to do it. Workers are few. Look, we got a few more now. It's pretty good. But you guys are all part of the harvesters now. It's great. I don't even have to die. Jesus had to die before, this happened. I'm still here on the planet. We're all harvesting, man. This is great. Isn't that fantastic? We work together, man. I don't want to do it alone. You can't do it. You need an army. We got Eric coming into the job. You notice he's getting a job. We're giving him a job. Do you like the job, Eric? You like the wages? Yeah. You like the wages here? Wages are great. The wages give great happiness here. Otherwise, you serve what's the wages of sin is death, right? Here, even if you commit a few sins here and there, Krishna takes care. I can't help it. I'm not perfect in the sadhas and all these. I'm just an ordinary person. But my Lord makes up the difference. Yeah, I'm a decent human being. I ain't perfect, man. Yeah, but my Lord, he takes care. He makes up the difference. He's the wild card. Jokers are wild, man. He's one big joker too. It's like I have a handful of jokers, man. So it makes everything work. It's a winning hand. Literally 5 jokers in this hand, man. I can't lose. No way. You can go find every fault Gaur Hari Das has, and it doesn't matter because I got 5 jokers, man. I got a winning hand. Yeah, you think it's only for me? It's for you guys too, man. You're all going to get a handful of jokers. Wild cards, literally. You see how wild these cards are? Who preaches like this? Who has the ability? If they take their dhoti off, all of a sudden they lose their guruship. And who would believe in people without a dhoti? Who would believe without their tilak or their stamp from their group? You think they can do like Prabhupada did in Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod, preach without anybody saying that they're guru? Or like Gaur Hari Das? You got to be like that. They got to be empowered by the real Lord. He makes up the difference for everything. I never studied speaking. I never studied these books, not like they do. I haven't memorized not even one verse right. But what makes this work? Krishna. He's the wild card. He makes everything work. This is the lesson here. See? This is the science of Krishna consciousness taught by a Sudra. See? Low class, 4th class person. What does the verses say that, right? Even if one is a low class, low born Sudra, dog eater, if they know the science of Krishna consciousness, they can be a spiritual master. Yeah, you prove it right here. All these guys are afraid of their reputations, right? Oh, you can say anything about I've shown you. I admit it. Yeah, I left Krishna. I left Prabhupada. I went against Prabhupada. I called Krishna a demon. I showed it. It's there. And I'm still preaching. Isn't that interesting? And only the fools out there, they say, you see, Gaur Hari wasn't perfect like these gurus are perfect. Oh, yeah? They have to hide from you guys. Hide everything. Hide the dirt. Because if they find a little dirt, they're all gone, they're disciples. See, I just show what's clean. I show the real method of cleanliness. The Lord himself, a relationship with the Lord, getting the gift. I got the gift. I share the gift. If not, go take shelter of those persons hiding the dirt. You don't think they're hiding dirt? You don't know Maya Tattva very well. You don't know why Krishna said abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to who? The real Lord. He's the spotlessly pure one and keeps you clean. He's Mr. Clean. See a difference between this kind of preaching, right? This kind of guru and that kind of guru. This is, who wrote, Valmiki wrote the Ramayana. That's a pure book, isn't it? You know who it was written by? A dacoit. a murderer, a killer. His heart changed. Why? He got Krishna. He went Ram. Why did he get Ram? He listened to a bona fide guru. Who is that? Narada Muni, an ecstatic devotee. That's why you guys are speaking scriptures now, literally, worthy to be written down like St. Paul's letters. Became part of the New Testament, became the major portion of the New Testament. You're becoming like that and even better, more clear, more understanding. Okay? That's why this is the place to be. This is where the elites are. You think the elites are that Klaus Schwab? Oh, that's garbage, man, compared to this. This is where the elites are. You know, there's all nothing but big false egos. Look how contaminated that is. Oh, this is clean. The Lord cleans our house, right? He saves us. We call him, he comes. Radha and Krishna come and they everything, they just come and clean house. It's easy for them. They just come here and everything is spotlessly purified. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures. See, just relish Srimad Bhagavatam. See? And you relish hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Relish hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. See? The spotless, the mature, and see, Lord Caitanya come here to give the more mature. See? Maturity is such a great love, the love of Radharani manifested on this planet. That means the mega mercy is here. When you have mega love, you have mega mercy. You have mega power, mega spiritual power. Why do you think it works here? Why do you think people get delivered here? Because there's mega mercy here. What is that in the form of? Mega bhakti. Mega, big bhakti. That gives a big result. That makes big, easy peasy deliverance from Maya. That's why it's so hard for these guys. Why they got to teach, renunciate. They've chosen. That's what they've chosen. They've chosen that path, right? Very hard, rules, regulations, austerities, fastings. It shows on their face, just like this. Tough. This is really hard to serve Krishna. Yeah, you come over here, listen to the word. You want the word, get the fruit of the word. See? Mature. This is Bhagavatam in maturity. See, because of Lord Caitanya's grace, that's the most mature. Is the most mature love was manifested by Lord Caitanya. This is the real disciplic line of that love of Lord Gora, which means big mercy to the world, big mercy for the devotees. Take you right from Vaidhi right to the ecstatic platform, like that. Big mercy to anybody in the world. You'll advance farther than those in Vaidhi Bhakti who don't take to this. You'll be far beyond. But Amy and Fanny, there's far beyond the devotees who've been following Vaidhi Bhakti 40 years under devotees who don't have the kind of prema that you see here every day with your own eyes. Elephant is in the room. Wake up. Okay, let's pull everybody back here. I just needed to hog the show for a while. Oops, we lost Johan. You can come back, Johan, if you want. Who is RV? Oh, River Yamuna. Okay, well, until you put your camera on, you're staying off. Give us a word there, Lalita.
I'm satisfied with this injection over and over again, actually every day. And you call it injection, but from in the beginning that I received that brain, from in the beginning I explained it. I said it's like an injection that you receive, and then gradually you start to understand that actually.
I just learned it from our brother Bill Gates about injections.
Well, I felt it like that because it was like suddenly something happened. I received that substance. Boom, you know. Krishna knew it much stronger before than Bill Gates. Making actually happening that this Radhe gets the ropes in hands, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when she gives the order and the permission, or when she says, okay, grand rising.
Yeah.
Okay,
Otherwise, you can't
let's
get into
go up. Let's go to Krishna now. I'm
Yeah,
gonna give him. That's grand rising. That's a grand
yeah,
rising.
yeah.
Yeah, the powerful Srimati Radharani. I wrote, when she sits on her ass, there is no grand rising, of course. You can understand it wrongly. But it's how it works. It's transcendental.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Tom, give us a word.
You are a kind of cheater, I feel. You have five jokers in your sleeve. And
Yeah.
you are playing another game. You are not playing according to the rules and
No rules
regulations
here.
of
No.
of blah, blah, blah. You are not playing according to the rules and regulations, and I love it. You are playing beyond the rules and regulations in the Raganuga way,
Yeah.
exactly as you're meant to be, and it's exactly the right timing in certain circumstances. You are so cute. You can get away with everything.
Yeah. Lord Caitanya said, my spiritual master, Ishvara Puri, is not subject to any rules and regulations. He's just subject to affection. That's what my Lord is. It's the way it works. It's all about affection here. It makes the Lord and the devotees act in extraordinary ways. They're free. They're sovereign in that affection for God, affection for devotees, affection for Guru, affection for it gives us freedom. We're free in that. The Lord is happy. See, it's all about the Lord's happy. He said, well, I got some free devotees who found what real freedom is and know my real mind. Oh my God. Oh, just for that, I'm happy with you. And therefore, if I'm happy, you're going to be happy. And you know that. And you live in that. Man, Maya will not touch you or anybody else in your shelter. And that's the way it is here. If you're not good with that, stay under the shelter of illusions. So many out there. Go ahead there, Lolita.
Real freedom is when you're capable to love. That gives you real freedom.
Yeah, and the Lord has given us that capability. See, spontaneous love. See, spontaneous love of God. That is the secret. It's not something that, it's just the Lord arises because we got the mercy. People need to know the real path is where that mercy is, where the Lord can arise in the heart. Lord Caitanya taught this in Chaitanya Mangal. He said monkeys are vegetarians. So in Vrindavan, there's monkeys there's dacoits, thieves, and this or that. Unless Krishna arises in the heart, Doesn't mean anything to me, really. See? Doesn't mean anything to a real devotee. When you get a taste of this, Lord arising in the heart, now you know reality. You know, look at Narada Muni. He just had that one time. The Lord arose. This is Bhagavatam, why it's hard. He had to go wander around, sit in cold rivers, and do all these austere, whole friggin' life. And he had the Lord arise one time and show himself in the heart. You can read it in Bhagavatam. One time! Look at us. Every friggin' day the Lord is arising, grand rising in our heart. We got the mercy of Lord Caitanya here. Listen, world. It could be so easy for you if you see the elephant in the room. We got the mercy of Lord Caitanya, which is the free gift of prema. Come and get a little good morning, not too much, a little bit of good morning, and you'll see me say, oh, very good morning to you. That's good. Just keep on doing that. This will turn into bliss. Your suffering will turn into ecstatic bliss forever. It'll be a grand rise. For us, many of us, it's grand rising every day, right? Grand rising. Literally, Krishna rises, and it's grand, man. We have a grand slam, grand party, grand rave. Everything is grand, right? We got many grands. Every day we get a grand. I was like, where do you get it? I come here to work every day, and I get a grand for my job, my troubles of coming to work every day here in Sadhu Sangha. I get a grand. That's like $1,000 a day. You know, people, they work for a grand, $1,000. My grand is grander than that. Get a grand, man. Yeah, go ahead there, Lilita.
One time is enough to be the third witness and to know that you are the book Bhagavat. You are the book Bhagavat.
Yeah.
You are. Yeah. It's more important, you know, deaf and blind and stupid, and you can be whatever you want, but if you're connected to the shepherd, or the shepherd, I don't know how you say, shepherd or shepherd.
Shepherd, yeah.
He will lead you. You're leading us. You're teaching us to fly high. Nobody else is doing that. So you've got to continue, Guru Maharaj. Don't stop.
Yeah, I got to do my, you know, I like my work.
I have no choice.
Yeah, I like my work. I ain't giving this up. No, this dude, you know, these gurus, they can't even take disciples because they're too much more karma, you know, they're reluctant. They gotta, you know, they think, well, let's slow it down 5 years before initiation. Here, you just come here. All you do is turn your camera on, you'll get purified spontaneously. You know, the Lord is, when Lord Caitanya is working in a Sangha, oh man, that's the place to be. You found the Holy Grail is here. This is better. This is the nectar, not of the gods, the nectar for the gods. Yeah, nectar for the gods and those who are, you know, under those gods. Literally for everybody. This is the highest truth, you know, for everyone, the welfare of everybody. You won't, the more you come around, you'll see this preaching is beauty. The book is beauty, and this preaching is beauty because it reveals the book. And increase. See, this Bhagavatam is beautiful, it says. But then when it was spoken by Shukadev or anybody in the line, it becomes more sweet and more beautiful, more powerful. Yeah.
Breathing live in the word that
Yeah.
has been written.
Yeah, breathing the word. You got to breathe in the word because people are breathing. Look at the word. See that the demons know that you control people by the words. That's why they got control of the media to control the masses. Their little one eye, Lucifer, gives them inspiration to control the masses by the word. See, by the word, by the programming. See, but the Lord also does this same. This is by the word. See, by this word, it wakes you up. It makes you intelligent. Instead of, see, that dumbs you down. That makes you stupid. You can't even critically think about stuff. I mean, one thing, Krishna gives me critical thinking. I can analyze stuff now. I was telling river yesterday. She says, "Oh, it's so hard to do the big." I said, "Yes, come on, it's so easy. It's easy for me, and it'll be easy for you because what I do, these guys are working hard to research everything, and they learn. I go and I take their research, and the Lord has given me the critical thinking, gives me everything, give me a brain, and I take all the research of these people." All the research, and automatically the brain puts it together. Oh, thank you very much. I don't have to meditate on that at all. I just take all all that research that people have been doing. I couldn't do that, otherwise I wouldn't be able to preach it. I take all the research, so the Lord helps me even in the world. I take it all, put it together, and boom, I got the right conclusion, clear. Things just work nice. Let everybody else do the work out there, because they're, it's like, that's what they do. If they come here, then they can start working like this. Yeah. So the Lord helps on all levels. That's seek the kingdom of God and all else is added, right? That's what I see in my own life. And that you become like that also. That's I don't want to just be the only one like that. That would be false ego. Well, look at me, I'm a great king, and you guys are just servants. Look, see, that's a wanting to be God. I'm not it. No, I don't want to be God. I want to relate to the Lord. I want a relation, not even to not to be I want the relation. Yes, I want to associate with the Lord. That's perfection. That's why Lord Caitanya came here to give us relation with the Lord. That we've got the power to give that relation because we are in relation already. That's the secret. 50 years, you won't learn that from these gurus. They won't tell you because they're not in that relationship. You cannot communicate that relationship to others unless you are in that relationship. That's the line. That's the bona fide disciplic line. It's always been then, always will be then. That's the word coming from Brahma's mouth, from Krishna to Brahma, to his real followers and to my real followers too. The real line you get. See, you come into an alignment. See, alignment. To what? Eternal truth. You live in that forever. That's why you see Lalita, look how ecstatic she is. Look at Johan. They don't give up their guru. They stay in the line. They get great happiness. They're not doing it because they're supposed to, because of the great happiness of being in the line, being in the truth. Okay, why don't we take a little break? Huh? My poor voice, just a little bit. 3 hours already? Holy mackerel. Time passes when you're having a good time, huh? How can you listen to anything for 3 hours unless it's got you, unless it has some interest?
It's a good drug.
A good drug. Only if you're intoxicated can you stay in this. That's a secret, isn't it? Yeah, look at Tom. He's been here 3 hours, man. He must be getting drunk. Get a little intoxicated there, Tom?
I feel like Obelix. I fell into the nectar. The nectar of the gods. Yeah, making our God. I just posted the link.
Nectar for the gods.
Yeah, for the gods and all, the whole Rambam, everything is coming from this conclusive substance.
How can this class is it better than yesterday or not as good or the same?
Much better, of course.
It's more juicy than yesterday.
How did you do that? I don't know.
No, you're in the mood of today and you can't remember yesterday anymore. But if yesterday was not fantastic, nice, I wouldn't come today.
Yeah.
So It's always nice.
Yeah, you see, that's Vrindavan. We're coming to Vrindavan. Vrindavan's like that. They come together, they do the, get together, and and it's a beautiful day. And then tomorrow, the next day is another beautiful day. And increase, not the same. Like I look here in the world, I get up. In the world is a beautiful day. So, a lot of here in Playa, almost every day is a beautiful day. But then it's beautiful again. But it's kind of like, it's just beautiful and it doesn't increase. But with Krishna, oh man, it's a beautiful day. Wow.
Is it
more?
Yeah, this is fresh juice again. Yeah. Like the sunshine now is better than the sunshine yesterday because I can feel it now.
Yeah. Okay, Fanny song. Is Fanny here today?
I heard her. Yes.
Oh, good. This is for you, Fanny and Amy.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hari's name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, what's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Yashamati Nandana, Brajaparanagara. Haribo, Haribo. Jehovah Adonai, Yahweh Yesu Kristu, Haribo, Raja Janna Palana, Asura Kurana Shana, Haribo, Haribo, Al-Rahim Al-Malik, Al-Muhaymin As-Salam, Haribo, Haribo, Shirata Vallabha,